Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Gibson 335 in the classic cherry. This one's about circa, I think it's late 64, 65, so it's a kind of the classic years, even though they'd been out a few years. These are the guitars I used to see on TV with all the pop bands in the 60s. Everybody had a 335 or a 345 or whatever. I fell in love with these when I first saw Freddie King play. I'd heard him play, and as we now know, that was pretty much a Goldtop Les Paul on some of the records. But the first time I ever saw him in person, he was playing one of these babies, and was never quite the same again. This is as stock as it comes, straight out the box, you know, in 65. Twin humbuckers, bridge and tailpiece, you know, there you go. What can I say? You know all about these things as well as I do. This one is particularly powerful. It has a very, you can't tell from here, but it has a very big neck. And actually, it's not much different to the Beast, to be honest with you. It's a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger. More like a 58 Les Paul, I suppose. But I haven't played this guitar a great deal. I've used it a few times. Didn't use it on Shine. But I use it when I go and jam with people, if I'm going to take a guitar to a pub or something. If I'm going to have a play, sometimes I take this because I just love to hear the sound of it. And this through a, you know, even through a fairly modern amp is pretty tremendous. But put this through, I have an old Gibson 1x12 amplifier, and this and that is made in heaven. Was, still is really, there you go. 335, the business. So this is a 1952 Goldtop first series Gibson Les Paul Standard. This is a guitar I've had for about 3 years, not that long. The main reason I got this is because it represents Gibson's first solid electric guitar. This was their competition to the Fenders, selling truckloads, and the Gibson decided they had to get on the bandwagon, and Ted McCarthy came up with this, and they needed a household name to put their name on, and that was Mr. Les Paul. It's not an all gold one, as you can see from behind. Some of them are in all gold, but no serial number on the headstock here, which makes you know it's a 52. What else can I say about it? This was Les Paul's design. This over and under situation going on here. I think these were pretty much featured on 175s, and I think on some 175s you'll find that it says Les Paul down here on the edge there. But it's in fine condition, and I really bought it because I wanted to have a first run Gibson solid guitar. I then had the added bonus after I actually got the guitar back home, and found out that it's signed just here by Les himself, in the presence of the late and extremely great Danny Gatton, who had Les sign it, autograph it for them at the time, not for me. And he took a nail out of his pocket and he scratched his name in here, and he said to them at the time, when you find one of those, which you've got to kind of look for, he said, that is more or less proof of that I did it. So what you take from that is up to you. But I had to find it after I got back with it, really. It's a lovely little guitar, great sound. And if you want to hear it, you'll have to come to a gig sometime or save up and buy one. But thoroughly recommend it. It's a really, really good vintage guitar. Bit of a classic, really. There you go. First Gibson solid guitar.